100% totally surprised on everything that happened. I had no clue of what anything was going on with it.
He did not know what was going on. We had his wife and family hidden out of the way, so he didn't see them until after we had handed him the award. So.
A lot of the classes I take, you know, I've forgot about the teachers, but I doubt this is a class I'll ever forget.
Finishing up my 9th year, my first year was when the tornado came. So I love teaching. You know, it's my passion, and we come in here every day and we do our job. And you know, the more I can give them, you know, the better off it's going to be. When we move to the shop, it's like the job site, so they're on the job, and I'm their boss and they work for me. And so, I mean, there's 1,000 ways to build a house, but you got to build it my way. And there's standards, and every standard is met. I don't cheat around any corners. Everything is just built to the standard it's supposed to be. You know, there's all kinds of regulations, and that's how we build it.
Well, he likes to keep it very clean. So, beginning of the year, junior year, he teaches us how to sweep. So, you know, from one shop end to the other, he's pick up nails. You don't want boards with nails sticking up. Very clean, very tidy.
Yeah, Lauren Curtis comes in here every day wanting to do what's best for kids. And like I said, he has a heart for that, and he strives to just reach for them. He had a rough life growing up, he said, and he understands where they're coming from, and he just wants to be able to give back to them. So.
He sparked an interest in me. He's actually helped me get a job in construction for when I graduate. I will be going to Crossland because of him.
He helps us when we need it. He gives us that little extra nudge. You know, a lot of teachers will try to push you to become better citizens, and Curtis is one of those teachers.
I love being able to see these kids mature, grow up. I like to watch how they apply themselves in the job or the task that I've given them to do, and it's very rewarding. You know, I'm here to change lives in a way.
It's how much he cares that makes him a good teacher. He always tries to push us the extra mile. Best teacher, hands down.
Good morning, this is JHS Weekly, I'm Alex Hunt.
And I'm Samantha Walker.
Project graduation is coming up. Sophia Good brings us more.
The school year is close to an end, and the seniors are going to have a lot on their plate. To make things more simpler for the seniors, I went to go interview Ms. Schroeder for more information about the upcoming events before graduation.
One of the first events will be on Thursday, April 25th, which is the Missouri Southern Academic Signing, and that will be at 10:15 a.m. in the Talon or Black Box Theater Room in the PAC. And that's for seniors who have applied and are planning to attend Missouri Southern. Then the next activity or event is our senior assembly, and that's May 3rd, and that is a required meeting for all seniors. So they will come, and during that meeting, Mr. Boyd and the registrar will be giving them instructions as far as graduation, and then they will also receive their cap and gowns. They're going to put on their gowns, and then we're going to load them in buses and go visit the elementary schools. Then after that, we have Monday, May 6th. That's when seniors will pick up their walking papers. Counselors will be sitting up in second floor C, and we will be handing out walking papers to our caseload. Once they have completed those walking papers, they turn those in on May 8th, which is the first day that seniors may turn those in. That is the last day for seniors if they are finals exempt, quality attendance. They turn those walking papers in. They'll be able to pick up their graduation tickets. Then on May 10th is the official last day for seniors. May 9th is the Senior Scholarship Recognition Program, and we're doing things a little differently this year. Instead of doing a daytime program, we will have an evening program on Thursday, May 9th at 6:30 p.m. in the PAC auditorium. On Wednesday, May 15th, this is not a required activity for seniors, but it is the baccalaureate. And baccalaureate is a religious ceremony that is put on by students for their fellow graduates. They will wear their gown, and it will be at 7 to 8, from 7 to 8 in the PAC. Now this is a required event. Friday, the 17th, May 17th, 9 a.m., they need to be at Missouri Southern Leggett and Platt Center because we have graduation practice, and that is really important because they're going to find out where they line up, how we enter in. Sunday, May 19th, graduation. 3 p.m. is when the ceremony will begin. However, we want seniors there by 1:30 at the very, very latest, because at 2 o'clock we will be taking a senior picture, and we want them to be there. We've got to get them all up in the bleachers so that we can get those pictures taken. Project Graduation is a great, great program, and that is something that's put on by the senior parents, and I think it is a really neat opportunity for kids to go one last time to be with their classmates. So again, go Eagles, class of 2019.
Reporting for JHD, I'm Sophia Good.
Thanks, Sophia. The student council elections are coming up. Abby Nielsen got a closer look at the candidates.
Around this year, Student Council comes together and elects their new officials. For more information about Student Council, I interviewed Jessica Nguyen, and I also interviewed all the candidates for their ideas for next year.
Student Council is a student-ran organization where students interview to be into Student Council, and they plan different events for the school. For instance, homecoming, winter formal, we do Spirit Week. We try to give the school a lot of pep and spirit as we can, and we try to listen to all of the students and fulfill their needs in our council. So next year, during the club walk, Student Council will have a booth, and they will be handing out applications to apply for Student Council. It'll ask like your GPA, maybe like a teacher recommendation, and why you want to be in Student Council, and what are you already involved with. And we have a select officer board to go over those interviews or over those applications. And I'm not sure how they're going to do it next year, but they might also add in like an interview process. If not, it's a whole application kind of ordeal, and then they will notify you if you've made it in or not. Student Council is so much fun. I've been in it for 4 years, and every single year I've had like memorable moments. Not only do we, like I said again, do things for our school, but as a council we have really awesome moments, and we work together, and it's so nice to see a project that you help come up with and help plan go through and become successful. And then we vote on April 30th during transitions for student body, vice president, and class president. So it's a really awesome election. I hope everyone can vote, because these are the people who will be guiding you next year in the school and in a council, and you are nominating someone to represent you as a whole. So it's a really awesome time. And all of the candidates running, it takes a lot of effort, and it takes a lot of encouragement to run for this position, because it's a lot of responsibility and a lot of work. So if you see them walking in the halls or anything, just tell them congratulations, or tell them they're doing an awesome job for just running for this officer position.
For more information, please email Mr. LeTurner at marklaturner@joplinschools.org or Jessica Nguyen at jessicangwin.stu@joplinschools.org.
What makes me different is I've been in student council since I was in 6th grade, and I am involved in like 10 different clubs and organizations through Joplin High School and within the community, and I've got all kinds of different ideas for next year that are already starting to take place, and I think that that's something I have to offer that's different than any of the other candidates. So right now I have ideas that aren't set in stone, just things that I want to add, like a JHS Fall Homecoming Parade, just a way to get the community involved within us, and also some people know of a senior parking spots. That's just a way for seniors to have personalized parking spots of their choice where they prefer parking, and you can paint it or just write your name or whatever you want to express yourself, and just make senior year a little bit different.
I am wanting to make sure that the students feel safe in school due to past events, and I feel like I am capable of the responsibilities that will be held against me, and I feel like I'll be able to make sure everybody in the school is happy with my decisions. I am wanting to lower down the parking passes, because that is an issue that a lot of students has been complaining about, and I want to bring more attention to mental health, because I know for the past few years it's been rough, and I know that a lot of teachers and staff members are bringing attention to that, and I'm grateful for that, but I feel like we're not taking it as serious as like students.
I would say probably just my experience with leadership and having different roles in different clubs and organizations, just being in charge of things, and I'm really organized, and I just think it's something that fits my personality, being a people person, and just overall, I mean, the other candidates are great too. I just think I'd fit the role the best. One thing I discussed in my speech was maybe more frequent food truck Fridays, because I know it's really popular, and we could use it as something for a reward for the students for doing good or something like that. But I mean, that's one of the ideas. So also a suggestion box, maybe set up in different locations for staff and students in case they have any comments or concerns. We could get those to one of the principals or something like that.
Kush Barrett says that Annabelle and I are running together for student council office next year. She is running for student body president, and I'm running for student body vice president. I think everyone who is running against us is a perfect candidate for the position. But what sets us apart from others is that we are running together after a few decisions about how we are going to work things if we were able to win. For example, if Annabelle is in charge of hosting an event and how everything is going to work out, I would be in charge of making sure that we have people to work for those events. This is why I believe we are the perfect deal. Some of our ideas are to have a suggestion box around the school for students can suggest things that we need to change around the school. Along with that, we have other ideas as well that we believe we can help the student body.
I feel like I'm a lot more informed in some areas, like particularly mental health. Kind of a fun person in some ways. I've got some pretty good ideas for some events, just different ways to make senior year great, as well as like future years, because I'll be responsible for class reunions and all of that stuff. Well, I was thinking some kind of senior parade. I was also thinking of proposing that like we open up that first floor downstairs so that we can pass through it during passing time. I was also thinking of like bringing in some mental health education, because I know we need that.
I think that I have good leadership qualities, and I can portray that into what I'm doing, and I'm also really creative, so I think that that helps too. I hope that I can bring senior parking spots into play, and then hopefully I can continue senior bricks and create different dances, or at least take away or add some to get more activity in those and involvement.
What sets me different from the other candidates is, I think, my work ethic, and that I'm involved with heavily in the band. I actually have a leadership position in that, so I think since I have experience with leading at least 100 people on the daily, I think I can probably do this. I don't want people to vote for their friends. I want people to vote for who they think would do the best job. If I think that my competitors would do a better job, then I would vote for them over myself. Ideas that I plan to bring are stuff based off of the reputation of junior year. Junior year is supposed to be the hardest, so I want to do some things that'll not make us so stressed out and bring us closer together so we can help and support each other through this difficult year.
Also running for junior class president is Bella Stotler.
What sets me apart from my opponent is that I have a lot of experience organizing events and planning events, and I take joy in doing that. That's really fun for me. I also feel like I can blend easy with a lot of different groups, and so I can get to know people pretty easily, and I'm super friendly, so I think that sets me apart as well. I want to involve the grade in events and planning things because I've noticed that we don't have a lot of involvement from students. They're like, okay, we're going to stay in this clique over here, we're going to be over here, but I really want to bring everybody together, and that might be a little futile, but I'm going to try my best. Just that people should vote for who they think is the best choice, not based on who they're friends with, who they think is actually going to be the best choice and the best representative.
I previously have had experience in leadership, and I have a really big drive to make our sophomore class a lot better for next year. As sophomore class president, I've thought of the idea for class shirts. Maybe we can fundraise those free of charge. We're not quite sure yet. I've spoken with some other candidates for student body, and we've talked about homecoming parade for football season.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Reporting for JHD, I am Abigail Nelson.
Thanks, Abby.
A JHS student is part of a local mental health task force. I got an inside look.
Mental health is becoming a bigger issue in schools across America, especially in Joplin. Junior Emma Turner is part of a local group who's making mental health their mission.
My name of my organization is OCYC, which stands for Ozark Center Youth Council, and we are a group of teens and health professionals trying to break the stigma of mental health with teens and young adults.
While a relatively new group, they are working on many projects that they hope will help the community.
So our main goal is to make to help teens and show that they're not alone. And currently we are working on booklets to how to explain our stories with speeches, so we can make sure that everyone knows that they're not alone through this.
And this year, they are planning a gathering in hopes of attracting more people to their group and their cause.
We have a block party in May at Will's Place, and we kind of introduce about what OCYC is, and we just tell the community about it.
If you would like to attend a meeting of the Ozark Center Youth Council, they meet the third Tuesday of every month at 6:30 at Will's Place. Reporting for JHD, I'm Samantha Walker.
Thanks, Sam.
No problem. This has been JHS Weekly. Have a great week.